Far so good. I am on my way down to Sand Canyon. I mean, yeah, it's a Sand Canyon. This is Sand Canyon. So it's all good. Had to ask a ranger. Drove past it 8 miles, but then you have right here, which I saw in Google Earth, Sand Canyon. We also remember, here's one for you. Up here on Google Earth is Warm Springs Cliff, somewhere over there. I don't think beyond this is Warm Springs Cliff. And guess what's directly down from Warm Springs Cliff if you go down far enough on Google Earth? Iron Mine Draw. Get it? Warm Springs Cliff, high waters or whatever, and directly below it, totally right underneath it, Iron Mine Draw. And remember the picture with the kids going across with holding the rope? And at the very end on the right, before the teacher says stop, which for me was stop the hunt, stop looking any further on Google Earth, you see the two kids' feet are crossing each other in the picture. That to me is Warm Springs Cliff and Iron Mine Draw. So you have high waters and then heavy loads. So, turn this on in a few minutes when I get down closer, and we'll be very close to where I'm going. Still heading down Sand Canyon. The blaze. There's two blazes. I'm also looking for arrowheads. Man, am I glad I have this stick. Holy God. You know, I have a shillelagh at home. It's an actual natural piece of wood that I picked up. God, I think I picked it up in Texas one day when I was walking my dog, and it's a beautiful little stick. Really well weighted, very strong, hard wood. It's just not long enough. I would have liked to have had that. But, so I'm looking for arrowheads too. I mean, why not? It's only 12 o'clock, noon. I have two different blazes, and a lot of people, no, you're supposed to know exactly where it is. Well, okay, one blaze looks like an eagle's head from Google Earth, and the other is Iron Mine Draw, which is directly below Warm Springs Cliff. And if you look at it on a map, and they both have something in common. They have a little grove of trees. So, there's two of them. If one doesn't work out, I'll look at the other one. But the one at the bottom of Iron Mine Draw across the river is right below a very big, it almost looks like an arrowhead pointing down. The other one, a little up the river to the left, is a crag overhanging the river, and it looks like an eagle with two outstretched wings. And below that is a very small piece of land with some woods, and I almost think it's like that egg in the tree in the nest with the bird, or no, the nest, the bird and the moon. Wow, this is not cool. The bird is nesting in the moon. Remember that? All right, well, but you know, you keep your eyes open because I'm here. So what if suddenly I saw something right there that looked very noticeable? You just never know. And I can continue down, I gotta concentrate. Into a bunch of lizards. There's one right there in the middle. See him going into the leaves? Lizards for me are always a good sign. Oh, there's another one. Good omen. I don't necessarily believe in omens per se, but they're just good. I don't know. I have lots of lizards around my condominium, and I feel like that's a good thing. Did I just hear something? I was telling someone in one of my comments one time that, whoa, got to be very careful here. Very careful. This is really, really, all I got to do is tell myself, slow down, man. Because I know when I see these two places, I'm going to be freaking to get on those trees and take a look. The lizard's leading the way. Isn't this freaky? He's leading the way. Show me where to go, buddy. This is my buddy up here. How are you? Keep going? Yeah, okay. We'll keep going. I had a lizard once. I live in South Carolina, as people probably know by this point. Is he still around? Oh, there he is. Wow, isn't this freaky? Follow me. Okay, you're letting me go now? Have a good one. Oh. Oh, interesting. Kind of reminds me of that story in the book. Wow. Isn't this something? Very, very narrow. Enough to make you turn back. Holy moly. Interesting. I'm not going to turn back. Anyway, I had a lizard that I found out in my backyard, almost frozen to death. I kept it through the winter in a bathtub. Went out and got a light, a whole bit. Keep it warm. Fed it. Oh shit, this is not cool. And let it go the next spring. I like animals. I felt very bad about that cougar that was recently killed. I mean, it ate 2 people, so I realized something had to happen, or it killed one and wounded another one. It was a male. But we're encroaching on their territory, and I don't know how bobcats work. I know usually it's the mother that protects the cubs, and of course it is spring, so I don't know how that worked out, but they killed it. But I will say this, and it's good testimony to the 2 rangers. I saw the picture of them with the animal after they killed it. They didn't look happy. They did not look happy, and I'm glad those rangers didn't. They didn't necessarily look sad, but they just looked like 2 guys who had done their job and didn't really look that happy, I'd say. A lot of people in that line of work are animal lovers. They're nature lovers, and the whole thing's just kind of sad. Okay, well, I'm going to assume this isn't the blaze. But I'm going to look in these as I go along. Certainly they are, I think these are pinions. Remember he said animals? Heck of a lot of lizards around here. Anyway, later. But I was thinking about rattlesnakes earlier. You walk through this thing, damn, it'd be easy to come across. And it occurred to me, why do we hate rattlesnakes so much? They tell you. They warn you. I mean, if I was walking along down here, another lizard showing me the way. If I was walking down here and there's a rattlesnake behind one of these rocks, chances are he would start rattling before I even saw him. That's a good snake. Shouldn't knock a snake or any animal that basically says, watch out, you're getting too close. Whew. See what I mean about these rocks? You can't lose sight of what you're doing. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Look at that hole. Huh. See, you could say, well, that's a blaze. Who knows? I just don't think so. I think it's further on down. But I'll tell you this. If Fenn did this when he was 80, and I have no doubt that I am walking where he walked. This is so private. I mean, this is as I have gone alone in there. This is as I have gone alone in there. There's nobody here. Nobody even close. There were footprints when I got off of whatever road I was on, this dirt road. And those footprints went away after a very little amount of time. I haven't seen any footprints for quite a while. And to go all the way down here to the river and back up twice, yeah, that's a hell of a feat for Forrest Fenn. I'm telling you right now. It's a hell of a feat for anybody. I don't care how old you are. And look at that thing down there, sitting up on its... Kind of cool, huh? All right, later.